Okay, so definition of racism. Why I'm making this video. So last night, because I don't know if many people have noticed, but I've noticed, and the Dear White People reaction video that was gaining a lots of views. Like I thought somebody had shouted me out. Like I don't know how that many people came across that video, because it has like 13,000 views now, about 500 likes. A lot of people agreed, a lot of people disagreed with what I had said, and disagreed with what Minnesota Boy has said. And so the reason why I'm making this video, because I was watching the debate between him and Red Pill Philosophy, and he goes on to say black people cannot be racist. Now, I've seen racist black people, seen racist white people, seen racist all types of people, okay? Anybody can be racist. Doesn't matter, what skin color you are, what race you are. Anybody can be racist. Your logic of racism is going to be very different from other people's logic of racism when they was born in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s, the 2000s, and 2010 and above. Everybody just over them decades, people are going to see racism differently. I feel like you're seeing racism in your own way. Because in your own way, and it's just like, and then with your 40,000 plus subscribers, you guys, you obviously gonna see it the same way. But how like, in a person like me, it's all like, of course I'm going to see it differently, but that's based off of, books that I have read and movies that I have watched and stuff that that's based on a true story and things like racism. I have to say, I've been a fan of Martin Luther King ever since I can remember. Like I don't know how I came across that man, but ever since I can remember, elementary, I just been a fan of him since I can ever remember. So when I think of racism, I think of racism during his era of life. And the just hatred that racist white people had towards blacks. You mean to tell me that black people can't have that same hatred when and then it's all like I just with the videos, the stuff that you said in your videos, you mean to tell me that's not racist? That's not having that racism. It might, your racism definitely not compared to, the racism back during the Martin Luther King days. Definitely not compared, because them people were face to face with the person or with the race that they didn't like. White people was face to face with the black people. You have not been face to face with any white person since I think that video that You Mad Rage Quit had made of you shaking hands with a white person. I think that was like the last time you you were as face to face with a white person. But in that video, you wasn't acting like how you were in your Dear White People or your message to white people. You wasn't acting like that. And I feel like even more so the reason why I say you wasn't this, because you're saying that, I've been pro-black my whole life. How come it's just all of a sudden just coming out of you? Like, really? And it's like, I find it funny how in each video that you make of white people, it's always something new to add. One would think if you've been pro-black, if you've been studying this, if you've been, so into this since, birth, you would have known everything, as a child, not just coming across or when you drop a new video, you saying this new thing. And even in the debate, it even sounded like you were reading stuff right then and there. And it's like, Minnesota Boy, when did you become pro-black? Okay, because I feel like the day you became pro-black, that was the same day you dropped that video, Dear White People, Why I Hate White People. And so, from what I've heard, that you were a big time troller when you did gaming videos and stuff. And I feel like this is just a trolling stunt. A lot of people have said that. It has me thinking. And then that was another thing you go on to say, and I'm going to get to these definitions, but that was another thing you went on to say, because Red Pill Philosophy, he said that you called him a, you know, a derogatory name and on Twitter. And you go on to say that, oh yeah, Twitter is just a trolling website, but you don't necessarily have to troll people. So what was the point of calling him a derogatory name if black people cannot be racist? Like, think about that, okay? Think, if black people cannot be racist, what's the point of calling, you know, white people white devils, okay, black people coons, and the derogatory name, and it's just all like, I think you called him a, I don't know, forgive me if I said this wrong, I don't want to actually say it right, but you called him a speck or something like that, and it's like, but you're not racist. So let me just read these two definitions. I'm going to read the first definition of the simple definition of racism, and then I'm going to read the first definition because I figure ain't no point in this. The second one is just all the same and stuff. But no, let me read the first simple definition of racism. So, poor treatment of or violence against people because of their race. And then full definition of racism. The first one, a belief that race is the primary determinant of human traits and capacities, and the racial differences produce and inherit superior of particular. Let me read that again because it didn't feel like I said it right. So anyway, I'm just gonna read the whole thing again because I feel like I did not read that right. A belief that race is the primary determinant of human traits and capacities that racial differences produce and inherit superior of a particular race. Okay, so let's start off with that first one, okay? Because I feel like that, you know, that the second one the second one I read, that first full definition, I feel like that's like that, you know, that old school racism. But this, the simple definition, that's like, you know, modern day racism. And so, Minnesota boy, you mean to tell me you're not showing your old fans, let me get rid of this box. You mean to tell me you're not showing your old fans poor treatment? You would say that you're not, but they say that you are being racist. So who's right during that? Because a lot of people seems to think you're being racist. I should put this to the test. Like, go up to white people, ask them, how do you feel about this video? Show them your video, ask them how do they feel. Do they think you're racist? Do they not think you're racist? And then, you know, because I would like to hear what other people, and a lot of people is commenting on my video saying that, yes, he is a racist. Okay, this dude's racist. Why is he being racist and stuff? And just before I end the video, but no, there was one comment that was like, wow, like, you know, a person, and then even when you had said in your video, it was all like, if you're white, and then, you know, unsubscribe and stuff. But no, you said this to your fan, and it's like, man, this is even more so a reason why I really don't see you being successful. If you have to ask your fans for money, yeah, I don't really see you being on YouTube that long or going to be a success on YouTube the way that you're carrying on. But anyways, your fan, pretty much what he was saying was, he was saying, like, you know, he missed the old Minnesota boy. He missed the one that was doing, you know, you say you were on World Star for doing SpongeBob covers and stuff. And then, you know, with your GTA videos, your gaming videos and stuff, you were doing them type of things. He said he missed that Minnesota boy. Now, the comment that you replied back to him, and I was like, wow, you just, and I can't remember if he was white or black, but I remember you did call him either a coon or a cracker. And it's just like, when I say, like, coon, I don't mind saying that because it's like, I'm black myself. But it's like, when I say, like, you know, cracker and things, and it's just, it's hard for me to say that because it's like me not being a racist, then it's just, I just do not like saying just racist names, racist terms. Like, that's why it's just, even when there's like, you know, because I even came across fans of Minnesota boy, they're white, and then they call me like a coon or, you know, a nigger or something. And it's just me, like, I'm not going to call them a racist name. Like, me not being a racist is like, why be racist? Why stoop down to their level of education, okay, when I'm at this higher level than them, where I don't have to call them a racist derogatory name to them. But no, let me get back to the comment that you said to him. You go on to say, kill yourself, either coon, cracker, whether he was black or white. You told him to kill himself because he said he missed the old Minnesota boy. That's even more so of a reason why I really do not see you being successful on YouTube. You say that I'm making money off your name. Like I said before, I can delete those videos, okay? And I can just keep calling you the racist guy, because at least people are going to know who I'm talking about. And if they don't, I'll just leave it in the comments, or I would just tell them, you know, in a message or in a tweet. At least they would know who I'm talking about. But I don't need to make money off your name. I don't need your name to help me grow, okay? Maybe that, and it's just all like, I think what it is just, you know, like my thing is about you. I feel like you're, you know, you maybe when you're saying that black people cannot be racist, you know, when they're your age and when they act the way you act, maybe that there can be some truth to that, because it seems like you saying that you were pro-black your whole life, but it seems like you always have something new to say about white people in each video that you make about white people. And then you're saying how it's all like, don't use my name to or you saying like, you're telling people, oh yeah, I use your name. What are you doing to Drama Alert right now? What are you doing right now? Using like his thumbnail, like how he does his thumbnail having the hashtag Drama Alert, and then even in his videos and stuff. But you know, and then it's all like, but it's cool for you to do it, but it ain't cool for others to do it. Like I don't really know what to say about you, but you know, it's like me being the person that I am, I really do hope there is light for you at the end of the tunnel. If not, then, you know, hey, you digged your own, you know, you digged your own hole, and you digged your own grave, and you know, you pretty much put yourself in that coffin and close the door if you continue on making the videos you're making. Because once when you close that door, that being, and then comparing it to like, you know, trying to put it into words for your channel and stuff, once your channel gets deleted, that's pretty much the, you know, the dirt on top of the coffin, and you just being buried 6 feet under. Then we just gonna have to worry about somebody else digging their grave. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I hope there's light for you at the end of the tunnel, because, you know, me just being the person I am, like, you know, I really don't want to see, you know, bad for a person. Like, I don't want them seeing them at a bad part of their life. Minnesota boy, you're definitely at a bad part of your life. And yeah, I hope you seek help. I hope you find help. I hope you find a lot of things. And it's like, that's the question I would like for you. Like, what if you fall in love with a white girl or something? Like, then what are you gonna do? I feel like, you know, I'm telling you, if you say that, you know, she's gonna be pro-black along with me, I swear I'm gonna make a video of me cracking up for like 10 minutes straight, and I'm possibly gonna just pass out laughing if you say that she's gonna be pro-black with you. And so anyways, yeah, that being said, that was my definition of racism and talking about but no, I'm just gonna call it the definition of racism, because if he seemed to think, oh yeah, he's making money off my name and stuff, I'm just gonna call it that. And then it's just, you know, you guys will know what I'm talking about in the video, because yeah, that's just, I could say it in the video, but if you don't want me putting it in the title, description, none of that stuff, then okay, fine, I can do that. But it's all like, either way, I'm gonna grow without having to use people's names and stuff. So anyways, yeah, talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching, and if you are new, please like and subscribe, and peace.